It's about understanding what makes a place tick, economically, socially, practically. The waterfronts transform with new commercial hubs and residential spaces popping up. And it's not just cosmetics. Big firms like Amazon, Google have offices here, and the BBC move finance, tech, renewable energy. Universities are world-class as well, pumping out graduates who stick around. And as developers, we're not trying to outsmart the market, we're listening to it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something I know a lot of you have been asking, the regions we're excited about here at EM Investments. Specifically, why we're putting our focus and your investments into places like Liverpool, Manchester and Glasgow. These are growth areas that we believe in, and I want to walk you through what's driving our choices. It's all the real factors we are seeing on the ground, and let's get into it. So first off, why these cities? As hands-off investors, you're trusting us to spot opportunities that deliver steady passive income through property development. And look, I'll be upfront, picking the right region isn't about chasing the latest trend or throwing dots at a map. It's about understanding what makes a place tick, economically, socially, practically. Liverpool, Manchester and Glasgow, they've got the fundamentals that we are looking for. Growth that is real, sustainable and backed by more than just headlines. Let's start with Liverpool. This city's got a story that's hard to ignore. Historically, it's been a powerhouse. Think shipping, trade, and the docks. But it's not stuck in the past. Over the last decade, we've seen £5 billion poured into regeneration projects. The waterfronts transform with new commercial hubs and residential spaces popping up. And it's not just cosmetics. Jobs are following. The creative and tech sectors are booming here, with companies like the BBC setting up shop. That pulls in young professionals and they need places to live. For us, that's a signal. Demand's rising and it's not slowing down. But here's the realistic bit. Liverpool's still affordable compared to, say, London or the southeast. Property prices have climbed up about 7% year on year recently, but there's still room to grow before it hits that ceiling. For you as investors, that means yields that make sense. We are seeing rental returns around 6 to 8% in the right spots, and that's before you factor in capital growth. It's not flashy, but it's solid. Now Manchester. If Liverpool's the comeback kid, Manchester's the one that never stopped running. This city's been on an upward curve for many years, and it's not hard to see why. It's got the UK's second biggest economy outside of London, £70 billion and counting. The northern powerhouse idea? Manchester is the beating heart of it. Big firms like Amazon, Google have offices here, and the BBC moved chunks of its operation up here too. That's thousands of well-paid jobs, and those workers need homes. What's driving our choice here is the sheer momentum. The population's growing up 15% in the last 20 years, and it's young, diverse, ambitious. The city's got cranes everywhere. I swear you can't walk 5 minutes without spotting a new build. Places like Ancoats and Salford Quays are turning into gold mines for residential projects. But here's the thing, we're not just jumping on the bandwagon. We're picky. We're targeting areas where infrastructure's already in place. Think tram links, train stations, because that's what keeps tenants happy and properties occupied. Yields, Manchester's delivering 5 to 7% on average depending on the postcode. It's not the wild west of 10% returns, but it's consistent. And with house prices up 30% over 5 years, there's capital appreciation in the mix too. For passive income, that balance is key. Alright, let's head north to Glasgow. This one's a bit of an unsung hero, and I love that about it. Scotland's biggest city doesn't always get the spotlight, but it's quietly carving out its own path. The economy here is worth £45 billion and it's diversifying fast. finance, tech, renewable energy. Universities are world-class as well, pumping out graduates who stick around. That's a built-in tenant pool for us. Regeneration's a big driver too. The Clyde Waterfront project, £1.5 billion of investment, turning old industrial zones into modern living spaces. It's not just pretty, it's practical. Connectivity is strong too. Glasgow's got direct trains to London and Edinburgh, so it's not isolated. For investors like you, that matters. People want to live where life's convenient. Price-wise, Glasgow's is a steal. Average property costs are still below £200,000 and rental yields can hit 7 to 9% in the right pockets. It's not as mature a market as Manchester, so there's more upside. And this is me being real with you, it's not without risks. Scotland's got its own political quirks, like the independence debate. We keep an eye on that, but so far it hasn't dented the numbers. So what ties these three together? Why do we like them? It's all about balance. All three have strong fundamentals: jobs, population growth, and infrastructure. They're not overhyped or overpriced yet. And they've got that mix of rental income and long-term value that works for hands-off investors like you. We're not here to gamble, we're here to build something steady. But let's zoom out for a second. What's really driving our choices isn't just data, it's also people. These cities are alive. They are drawing in talent, businesses, families. That's the engine behind property demand. And as developers, we're not trying to outsmart the market, we're listening to it. We're picking spots where the story is already unfolding, then adding our piece. Well-built homes in the right places at the right time. Now let me be honest here, we don't have a crystal ball. Markets shift, economies wobble, but we've got a process. We dig into the stats. Employment rates, rental demand, price trends. We talk to the locals, walk the streets, see what's happening there. That's how we stay grounded, and for you that means confidence. Your money is not chasing a dream, it's working in places we understand. So there you have it, Liverpool, Manchester, Glasgow. 3 regions we like and why. They're not perfect, but they're promising. And for us, that's enough to say, yeah, that's where we're putting our energy and your investment into. If you're curious about the numbers or want to chat specifics, drop a comment below or reach out. We're here for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.